Southwest delegates block Vice President Osinbajo from meeting delegates at the convention ground. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Delegates from the Southwest have chased Vice President Osinbajo from the convention ground on Tuesday evening. The Vice President arrived early at 7:25 p.m. and started to greet the delegates when the delegate from the Southwest came together to block him from having any access to delegates. They booed him and called him unprintable names with some calling him betrayer, enemy, and assuring him that he would lose the primary election. The crowd soon went wild, calling Bola Tinubu's name, beating drums and dancing. Tinubu, who is an APC national leader, is gunning for the party's presidential ticket. Osinbajo, who was a commissioner under the Tinubu administration in Lagos, is also an aspirant for the APC ticket. The vice president had attempted to walk the convention ground to greet delegates who were already seated but could not pass as the first set of delegates comprising mostly Lagos delegates left their seats to block his path. Attempts to walk through to the Ogun State stand to greet the delegates were rebuffed, forcing the security details to usher the vice president to the state box. All these people trying to bring Tinubu as president of this country, you are all enemies of Nigeria. Now let me say this. Let me say this now. A lot of people come out and say, oh, Tinubu, have you forgotten Tinubu? He was the father of democracy. He was this for democracy. I get them before, no be property. You understand me? I was once a good person before, it no be property. What happened now? He spoke, yes. There was a time Tinubu was Tinubu. Tinubu came out and he fought for democracy. He fought for democracy. He spoke democracy. He breathed democracy. He was for the people. He was the mouthpiece of the people. But all of a sudden, that person vanished into the thin air. I guess the corruption, he could not fight it off. He mingled with people, and suddenly, all of a sudden, he stopped talking, even when he was supposed to talk. The only time we started hearing about him was when he was going round. Again, he will hear that something will happen. He will come out and write. That is, he will come out and give money. It is just the one that happened in Ogun State that he came out and he wrote a piece. His aide came out and wrote a piece. That is just it. The attention Nigerians are receiving now, they think that's what it will always be. Not knowing that immediately after the election, they will dump you after using you. And I hope by then, you'll still be able to say this you're saying. Somebody is saying, Agbero delegates. Hey. Don't mind them, Agbero. That is how they brought this Fulani that is allowing his people to kill us. This was exactly how this problem we are facing emerged 7 years ago. But we will resist it. What the Tinubu has to offer another 8 years of even far backwardness. God forbid. Tinubu will only bring Nigeria to his pocket. What a greedy and selfish human being who only believes in selective favoritism. Then Atiku will become Nigerian next president. I will for APC if they choose Tinubu. Okay. Didn't you see what he just did in the... Okay. Go and ask people why they rejected your PDP presidential candidate and voted Atiku. Where are your own people? Bring at least one of them. Of the 94 Igbo delegates, only 15 of them voted for their Igbo aspirant at the PDP convention. Instead of burying your head in shame for the Indibo and inability to put forward the formidable presidential material, you're opening your mouth to talk about Tinubu. Well, a lot of us, they carry this matter for head. The matter when they concern us. In my own opinion, everybody have played their parts. It is now left for we the electorate. It is not going to be our problem if at the end of the day, people that you claim you don't want come into power. Na there, na yawa go gas. Yes, so. Okay, Agboro delegate. Then somebody replied, yes, so these are the kind of people that will take over the country if Tinubu enters. Anywhere he go, enter sha, because all the money he's spending is a stolen money on that basis. Kolewole. Somebody is saying, but you're enjoying the Agberos doing in Lagos. It is hypocrisy that will kill you. How? The question is, are you enjoying Agberos doing? Because I don't understand. It is Tinubu's doing. Tinubu is Agbero. He arranges Agberos. Now his way. But those Agberos are not delegates. Tinubu will fail. I assure you. Actually, he won. But the thing is, he won on on the primaries and not on the general elections. The ball has not been kicked to us. It is now us to decide what to do with this ball. Okay. You see, they never win. An Agbero attitude have started. I don't want to even begin paying Owoda for marching on Lagos ground. My PVC is ready. If Osinbajo didn't win the primary, Tinubu talks to block VP from greeting the delegates, Atiku is the next president of Nigeria. Okay. Ill-mannered delegate. What has going to greet the delegate got to do with who they intend to vote for? Help me and ask me. The VP, whether you win or lose this night, I'm proud of it because you have refused to continue to stay under someone's shadow. Nobody is good. Exactly. At one point or the other, people have helped you. See, I can tell you of a fact as a human being, there are people who have helped me that I've even forgot. Yes, there are people who have helped me and I've forgotten about them. As a human being, you cannot say you can't forget them. You have stopped reaching out to those people. Tell yourself the truth once things are fine. Haba. So all this one they are coming out to say Osinbajo is a DCC. That I don't understand. Everyone can see the type of president he would be. Corporate tout and miscreant president that will make tout and thugs his cabinet members. That means Osinbajo is won the tout when he make him as commissioner and vice president. Okay, this is to show you Tinubu Agberos will be above the law once he becomes president. Who will you now report to if an Agbero assaults him? Hey, my goodness. This is just the beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. Wait until after the convention. If Tinubu wins, Osinbajo is in a very difficult period of time. Even if Tinubu does not win, it is the something. They will hold Osinbajo responsible for being a spoiler, but for whom Tinubu would not have gone through all he did, and they can hardly be blamed.